What if I told you that one of the most powerful warriors in all existence never wore a crown, never ruled a nation, and yet commands armies that shake the foundations of both heaven and hell? His name is Michael. Not just an angel, but an archangel, a prince, a warrior, a guardian, a being so feared in the underworld that even the dragon, Satan himself, trembles at the sound of his name. But who is Michael really? Is he merely a celestial soldier, a divine enforcer sent to slay demons and defend the faithful? Or is there something deeper, something hidden beneath the golden armor and the blazing sword? Ancient texts, from the Book of Daniel to the mysterious Book of Enoch, from the cryptic verses of Revelation to the whispers in the Kabbalistic Zohar, hint at a being more complex, more ancient, and more terrifyingly majestic than most have ever imagined. In this video, we will unravel the legend, the mystery, and the truth behind the Archangel Michael. We'll trace his footsteps across time, scripture, and forgotten lore, from his cosmic battles against darkness to his role as defender of the people of God, and even his place in apocalyptic prophecy. Prepare to see Michael not as a symbol, but as a presence. This is not just the story of an angel. This is the saga of the first general of heaven. Are you ready to lift the veil? Long before empires rose and fell, before the sands of Babylon were stirred by human feet, and even before the first breath of Adam echoed in Eden's stillness, he was there. Not born, but appointed. Not created as a man is created, but forged. In fire older than stars, Michael. To understand Michael is to look not with human eyes, but with eyes unclouded by time. The Book of Daniel names him as the great prince who stands watch over the sons of your people. But this title, Prince, does not denote royalty in the way we understand it. It speaks of command, dominion, and spiritual authority. Michael does not serve a throne. He enforces the will behind it. He first emerges in Scripture not as a gentle messenger like Gabriel, but as a warrior with a sword drawn and a purpose burning. In Revelation 12, he is the one who fought the dragon, casting Satan and his angels out of heaven. It is a scene not of metaphor, but of a cosmic war where celestial beings clashed like thunder, and Michael stood at the very center, unmoved, unyielding. But this is not the only place we find his footprints. In Jewish apocryphal texts, such as the Book of Enoch, Michael is elevated further. He is the one who confronts the rebellious watchers, the angels who descended to earth and corrupted mankind. While others falter, Michael remains uncorrupted, untouched by pride or ambition. He is not swayed by the beauty of earth or the whispers of forbidden knowledge. He is heaven's blade, unsheathed only for justice. And within the mysterious texts of Kabbalah, Michael is more than just a warrior. He is the angel of chesed, of loving kindness, suggesting a paradox, the sword and the sanctuary combined. Mercy wrapped in fire, love wielded like lightning. To the ancient mystics, Michael was not just an angel, he was a boundary. A line drawn in the spiritual sand between chaos and order, light and shadow, and wherever that line is threatened, Michael stands. If you enjoyed this video, follow our channel and leave your like so we can continue delivering the best biblical stories. Leave a comment with the biblical story you would like to know. Imagine a battlefield not made of earth and stone, but of spirit and will. A realm where light itself takes shape and darkness is more than shadow. It is intelligence, corruption, defiance. In that realm, Michael does not merely exist, he dominates. He is not called Archangel lightly. In Greek, Archangelos means chief angel, but even that falls short. Michael is a celestial commander, an entity that embodies divine judgment and protective might. And while many angels serve, only a few lead. Michael leads legions, but the heart of his story, and what sets him apart, is not just his strength, but the purity of his allegiance. The ancient texts speak of a time before time, when one among the angels rose with pride, whispering sedition through heaven's halls. Lucifer, beautiful, brilliant, beloved, but corrupted. And as that ancient star fell, it was Michael, not God himself, who answered the rebellion. Who is like God? That is what the name Michael means. It is not a question, it is a challenge, a war cry, a rebuke hurled like thunder at any being arrogant enough to defy the Almighty. It's said that when Lucifer ascended in pride, it was Michael who stood and declared, Michael, who dares compare? This is not just poetic, it's foundational. His very name is the divine response to pride, a living question that silences all rebellion. And so the great war broke out, not with arrows or iron, but with wills like fire. Michael, clothed in light, led the loyal hosts. Satan, radiant and fallen, led the traitors. The clash was not metaphorical, it shaped reality. When Michael cast Lucifer down, it was not just a fall from heaven, it was the carving of a boundary between realms, a new order, a sealed fate. But Michael's role did not end there. In the Book of Enoch, he is appointed as the chief over human protection, the angel who intercedes for mankind, who watches over the righteous and records the deeds of the fallen. He is a guardian not just of heaven, but of earth, a sentinel between dimensions, the one who walks with sword drawn, watching the affairs of kings, nations, and souls. The Zohar, that mystical cornerstone of Kabbalistic thought, speaks of 4 archangels, but it is Michael who guards the south, the place of warmth, fire, and divine compassion. It is here we see the paradox again, the warrior with eyes of mercy, the executioner of judgment who also lifts the faithful, and yet his greatest act may still be to come. In the Book of Revelation, when the seals are broken and the end approaches, it is Michael who rises again, not as a servant, not even as a soldier, but as a sign, a divine signal that the war between good and evil has reached its final act, that the judge stands at the door and heaven is no longer silent. Michael is more than legend. He is a presence woven into the very fabric of divine justice, at once a sword, a shield, and a standard raised high in the storm. To understand Michael is to understand the spiritual architecture of the cosmos, a realm where names are not just identifiers but declarations of purpose. Michael, who is like God, is not just his name, it is his mission, his weapon, his shield. Every time he acts, he reaffirms the supremacy of the Most High, striking down not just enemies, but ideologies, pride, rebellion, corruption. This is why across sacred traditions, Michael is uniquely honored. In Judaism, he is the advocate of Israel, the one who contends on behalf of God's people, not with pleas, but with power. In Christianity, he is the dragon slayer, the protector of the church, the harbinger of final judgment. In Islam, he is Michael, the angel of mercy and provision, who brings sustenance from heaven. One figure yet multifaceted, a prism reflecting divine justice, compassion, and might. And yet, his mystery deepens. The Book of Enoch shows Michael as one of the 4 archangels who watches over the world. But he is also the one charged with binding Azazel, the corrupting angel who taught forbidden knowledge to humanity. This is no small task. It places Michael at the very heart of cosmic order, policing the boundaries between what is holy and what is profane. There is a paradox here. Michael, the Archangel of Mercy, is also the one who brings judgment. He is the fire that heals and the fire that consumes. To the faithful, he is protection incarnate. To the wicked, he is a terror from heaven. Even within the Kabbalistic framework, where divine realities are mapped like trees of light, Michael is not a mere agent. He is a conduit of chesed, loving kindness, yet one who wields that love like a sword when justice demands it. And that perhaps is his greatest mystery. that true mercy is not weakness. It is strength restrained. So who is Michael? He is not just a character in a storybook, not a distant symbol painted in stained glass or etched in old scripture. He is a reality, eternal, cosmic, alive. He is the sword that flashes in the unseen battles of the soul, the voice that cries out in the spiritual wilderness, "Who is like God?" He is the sentinel of heaven's justice and the fury of divine mercy. Across ages and cultures, across scrolls hidden in caves and visions scrawled in fire, Michael appears again and again, never diminished, never forgotten. He is the reminder that in the face of darkness there is light that does not waver, that there is order when chaos screams, that there is someone who still stands watch. Perhaps that's why his legend endures, because in a world that often feels adrift, we are drawn to the image of the unwavering protector, the one who does not bend, the one who answers evil not with silence but with fire, not out of hatred, but love, righteous, holy love. So the next time you feel surrounded by shadows, remember, Michael is not a myth. He is a message that evil can be cast down, that truth does have a defender, and that no matter how fierce the battle becomes, there is still someone who stands with a sword in hand and a name that shakes heaven and hell alike, Michael, the Archangel, the Prince, the witness of judgment, the defender of souls.